You are now entering Crazy Joe's Galaxy. Enjoy the wild ride. You are now entering through the galaxy.
Crazy Joe and Big Dog Jimmy here with another round of predictions for UFC Fight Night 85. It's happening down in Australia in Brisbane, I believe is how you say it. So, first up we have Alan Patrick versus Damien Brown beat down. And this one's going to be fun as Alan Patrick's from Brazil and Brown is from Australia, the land down under. So, it's going to be very interesting. Yes, I know I'm not from Australia, Big Dog Jimmy. You don't think I sounded like an Australian there? Well, maybe I'll put you outside and you won't get to do this with me. So, what? Knock it off. So, Alan Patrick is 12-1 in his professional career, and Damien Brown is 15-8 in his MMA professional career. Now, for Patrick, he's got 33% knockout TKO in his wins, where Damien is only at 13%. But submissions, Damien Brown has got 53% over Alan Patrick with 17. When it goes to the judges, Alan Patrick has the upper hand with 50% of his wins coming by way of decision, where Damien has 33%. So Damien is more of a finisher than Alan Patrick is. So we have to keep that in mind. This one is going to be an awesome fight, especially kicking off the card. I think it's awesome. I really like both these guys. I believe Damien Brown, I think is his debut. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, he hasn't fought in the UFC yet, so it would be his UFC debut in Australia. So it's going to be a fun one as Alan Nugeta, I think is his nickname. But he has more. His name is actually Alan Patrick Silva Alves. That's quite a long name. He's only lost once by KO TKO, and that came in his last fight versus Maribek Tazumiev. And that was the TKO. I remember that one. That was an amazing fight. That was a nasty knockout TKO loss. Now, before that, he was on a 12-fight winning streak. He had won 2 in the UFC. So he's got 4 KO TKO victories, 2 submission victories, and 6 decision victories. In the UFC, he won by TKO once in the first round and a unanimous decision in his next fight, and then he lost the next one. So he's 2-1 in the UFC. For the beatdown Brown, he is on a 5-fight winning streak right now. He's got 2 wins by KO TKO, 8 wins by submission, 5 wins by decision. He's lost every way you can. He's lost by KO TKO, 4 times he's lost by submission, and 3 times by decision. So it's going to be interesting. He did at one point have a 4-fight losing streak. Ooh. He also had a 3-fight losing streak, but before that he had a 6-fight winning streak. Then he snapped it with a 3-fight losing streak, then came back with a 3-fight winning streak, and then lost, and then won, and then lost 4, and then he's been on a win streak ever since. So 5-fight win streak. He's a back and forth. It's interesting. This is going to be a very exciting fight, and I'm going to be going with Damien Brown by submission in the first round. Big Dog Jimmy, he just told me he's going for Alan Patrick, and he thinks Alan Patrick is going to win it by way of knockout in the first round. So both of us are on agreement on the first round finish, but neither of us see eye to eye on how it's going to be finished. Well, I think it's going to be a submission. He thinks it's going to be a knockout. I'm going for Damien Brown, and he's going for Alan Patrick. And I just, I like Alan Patrick, but how he lost his last fight, I'm just like, I don't know about that, man. I think it's going to be very interesting. I don't know. I kind of want to go for Patrick, but I just feel like right now Damien Brown is on a 5-fight winning streak, and this is his UFC debut, and it's in Australia where he's from. So I believe he's going to show up and shine and start off with an Australian beatdown to begin the fights at UFC Fight Night 85. Leave me a comment down below with your opinions and thoughts as to who you agree with. Are you going with me with Damien Brown, or are you going with Big Dog Jimmy with Alan Patrick? Subscribe to Crazy Joe's Galaxy if you have not already. Thanks for watching.